I thought it would just be like standing up and ready to pull out, but hold on. Okay. It's pretty big. This is my old 3D printer. It is a printer bot simple metal. Had it for years. It served me faithfully, but it's just old and kind of outdated. It's time to upgrade. The biggest problem with this is that it was made before flexible filaments had really come into popularity. The stuff I print most is TPU, which is a really durable and flexible material that's great for these GoPro mounts, and it actually does run TPU prints, but sometimes for no reason it fails and the filament gets backed up in the extruder. The extruder is just not optimized for flexible filaments. I usually do long prints overnight, and I can't count the times I've woken up because the sound just wasn't quite right, and I walk into this. Why is this happening? Stop, dude. Ugh. The print's just all messed up. So the real upgrade here isn't the new printer itself per se, but it's this extruder that I've been sitting on this stuff for a while. This is a FLEXION extruder. It is made purposefully to handle different types of filaments. So there are different settings that you can use depending on if you're printing something stiff like PLA or something flexible like TPU. So really, this is what I'm upgrading to. It's just not made for this printer. So now I'm sure there are some ways that I could, make the extruder work on the old printer, but time and took me long enough just to open this thing. The idea of investing some time in modifying the old printer, I don't know if I could make it a priority. Plus, there are some other new features of this printer that I'm excited to get. Alright, I think that's fully assembled. So something that I'm excited about is this has this interface right here. So to operate it, it doesn't need to be plugged into the computer like the last one did. So I can actually put this anywhere and just run it off an SD card. I'm so used to having my printer here though, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Ah, shoot. No, it doesn't. Do I raise the shelf? Dude, I thought I was gonna snap like just 10-15 minutes into the future. It's been hours. I ended up cleaning and reorganizing this whole room, but got it to fit. The part wasn't quite done yet. I just pulled it off early because it was just a test piece. Okay, it's a butterfly. This is infill. Like, if I had let it finish, it would have built taller and actually had a solid layer on the top like there is the bottom. Yeah, it's printing pretty good. I think I could keep playing with the bed height and get it a little better. I just kind of loosely set it to get going. But since I'm gonna like modify it right away and I'm gonna have to reset it, well, let me do that. Okay, I'm sure I'm gonna edit that down to like a quick montage, but that installation was kind of a little tricky. Instructions weren't great, but it's installed and if it saves me from ever having backed up filaments, worth it. So let's put it. Alright, so I've run a few of these mounts in TPU and yeah, I'm really happy with the quality. Strong and looks good. The interface is really nice to use. The heated bed and the touchscreen and being able to run off SD cards are all really welcome upgrades from what I was using. I think the only like negative I would say is that it doesn't feel quite as like stiff as the one I was using. Like it's not, and there's some braces that I think I've seen people make for this, so maybe I'll mess with that. Oh, and the printer bot, well, it had like for the Z axis, it had like a ultrasonic sensor that measured distance, whereas like this one actually has a physical switch, which I feel like when it clicks, there'll be a little bit more variance than, you know, probe that doesn't make physical contact. So my concern would be it's harder to ensure that the Z-axis is going to be as precise as you might want it. That being said, I'm happy with the prints I'm getting, like no complaints, so it doesn't seem to be a problem. Alright, the last thing I want to print is like a request. Like I used to do more, like people would send me links to stuff on Thingiverse that they thought it would be cool to try to print in the vlog, and I haven't done that in a while. I mean, a lot of people send like quad frames that I could print and fly, and I tried that one time, but anyways, I like the more unique things. And Jess sent this lion model that I think will be a really challenging print. You'll see.